Hello everyone, so welcome to LearnExcel. So today I am going to be talking about the references in Excel. Reference is a useful concept when you are trying to learn Excel, when you are trying to understand how Excel works. So reference is the method you use to talk about how you are going to use the value of a cell. So there are three different type of references normally used in Excel. First one is relative reference, second one is absolute reference, and the third one is mixed reference. So today I'm going to be talking about all three of them. So first of all, I'm going to talk about relative references. So here you can see I have a set of name of employees, the quantity of item they have sold, and the price of each item. Okay, so let me first change the price. Okay, so say for example Samir has sold 10 pieces of an item that each price is 200, whereas Sahir has sold 30 pieces, each of them is priced around 400. So in order to calculate the value, what I can do is I can go for relative reference. I'm going to press this cell and multiply it with this cell. Now if I drag this, it is going to change the value based on the next row and the next cell's value. So here the multiplication is done between C5 and D5. When I drag it down, the multiplication is done from C6 with D6. So this is relative reference, when your reference point is changing the location as per you want. So this is relative reference. Now let's go to our second example of the absolute reference. Absolute reference is a type of reference where a type of cell is actually constant. So say for example they both sold 10 pieces and 30 pieces, but the price is now the same. So whereas for Samir, I want to calculate the amount of value he has generated, so it's 2000, but when I drag it down it does not work, because I have to ensure that the price is 200 for each. What I have to do is I have to look at the cells that I actually want to use for a constant value. So here price is the value, the D5 cell, which is going to stay constant. So what I'm going to do is, after selecting them, I'm going to press F4. See what happens when I press F4. You can see there are two dollar signs, one before the name of the row and one before the name of the column. So D and 5 both have a dollar sign. This means this cell is locked. So if I press enter and now I am going to drag it, so what it is going to do is it is going to multiply 30 with this cell rather than multiplying with this blank cell. So this is how absolute reference works when you want to use the actual value for each of your calculations. For here I have used in the multiplication, you can use in other calculation as well. So this is absolute referencing. So I want to multiply 10 with 5, I want to multiply 10 with 10, I want to multiply 10 with 15, with 20, and with 25. So what I want to do is very simple, but now let's do it. So we have already known about absolute reference, so I want to keep 10 locked. So let's click 10 and press F4. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to choose this one, but see what I wanted to do is for the next cell I'm going to choose 10, for the next one I want to choose 15. So the column will be C, D, E, F and G. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze the row. The row stays in 4. So I'm going to freeze the row. I will press F4 multiple times until the dollar sign is only seen in between before 4, not before C4, only before 4. So okay, so dollar sign is before 4 and not before C. So what happens when I drag this? the result is as I wanted. Now let's try it for another instance. 20, I'm going to lock it into 5, close it. So 20 to 500, 20 into 10 200, 20 into 15 300. So let's see if it works. So it works. So this is the use of mixed references. I hope you understood the different type of references, the relative reference, the absolute reference, and also the mixed reference. So these are the three types of references you are going to be using when you are working in Excel. So I hope I have been able to explain the concepts to you in a easier way. And if you want to learn more about these references, feel free to comment down below what content you would like to see next. So thanks for today. Keep watching.